that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Throwing. Brissett. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. A good pickup there at 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A first scoring update now from Carolina, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Slot man moves right. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Black round! Black round! Here we go! Black round! Black round! Ohio! Ohio!
Out of the gun, Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. An update, meanwhile, from over in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now out comes Houston. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're so...
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ajayi. And some room to roam now. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run with Ajayi. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So it can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First down, Brissett. He hits Baldwin right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send Baldwin in motion left. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas, and the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. begin the drive with a Ajayi. Finding room at the 30. A big-time play there for the Texans. 79 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Blue, landed. No, check. Patriot.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. Play clock winding down. They'll try to run with Ajayi. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And McManus able to put it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And New York set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Flex round. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, second down.
Let's go. 1,
Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go.
On third down, Brissett. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
No, Jack, Patriot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fowler. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Completes it to Ajayi. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In the red zone this time.
Detroit! Here we go now.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The tight end in motion right. And And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's a give to McCoy running left. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Let's go.
In motion, the tight end, Clay. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
Here we go. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go. Let's round. Ohio. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And quickly, they get to the line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Brissett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now. Gun. Set. Blue, landed.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Giants on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go! Brand 38!
From the shotgun, it's Bissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Perry Riley. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Escobar has it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go now.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Carry now for McCoy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff. Running left is McCoy. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
They're going to look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An update, meanwhile, from over in Jacksonville. And the Colts adding to their total as they're able to stretch their lead in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go.
This is Ajayi. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Set. Blue 90. Detroit.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And some room to maneuver. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They come out here in the eye. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, nice move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Clay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Flowers. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that stretches the lead to 27. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Hey, cut his right. Watch that in. Let's go. Boom,
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr. Able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second down following the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown. Houston. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
All right, here we go. Boom,
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Wide motion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for New York. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds. And they'll spot it right at the 20. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
No. All right, now, look at 56. Watch twist. Here we go now.
They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. Ajayi's gonna go. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One things I love about this game is there's a match of wins throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Yeah.